G'day everyone, it's Aussie Dollar Man here. In this video, I want to share with you 3 strategies to push past research roadblocks. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This is a channel about FX trading and studying the works of WD Gann. Now, if you've been on the Gann pathway long enough, no doubt you've hit periods of frustration like this, where it all seems a little bit too hard. Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 strategies, 3 proven strategies to help you push through those roadblocks. Now, the first strategy is the 10x rule. It comes from a book by Grant Cardone. And basically, the key premise of the book is that you should set yourself targets that are 10 times greater than what you believe you can achieve, and take actions that are 10 times greater than what you believe are necessary to achieve your goals. Now, technically, you don't need to go and read the book now. That sums it up for you. I found a lot of motivation and inspiration by reading the book. I really enjoyed it. It's not everybody's cup of tea. Not everybody likes to be motivated and revved up. I certainly do. But think about the targets that you've set yourself. When you're researching something, you hit a bit of a roadblock. Think about why it's important that you achieve or understand whatever you're currently studying. And if the goal is big enough, that is often just that extra little kick that you need to move you forward in your research. So if your current goal is that you want to make $100,000 a year from trading, make it $1 million a year from trading and just see how that feels, see if that works. It's not going to work necessarily for everybody. Not everyone is dollar driven, but see if you can increase that target to the point where it does lift your motivation. The second part there, taking actions that are 10 times greater than what you believe are necessary to achieve your goals, that alone can lift you up and help you overcome that roadblock. I remember when I was starting to learn how to trade, I found that when it all got too hard, I would go and take some time out. I'd say, you need a bit of a rest, Aussie Dollar Man. So I went and played my PlayStation 2. That was back in the day. And I realized this is taking up precious time that I could be using to solve these problems that I'm working on here with my research and with my trading. So I actually gave away my PlayStation 2 and I dedicated my gaming time to my trading. And I promise you, if you make that commitment, if you put more work into it, you do get more results out of it. So that's the first thing you can do if you hit with a research roadblock, the 10x rule. Increase your targets, increase the amount of action that you're putting into it. The second thing is what I like to call the walk and think. Going for a walk will help you clear your head, and sometimes just focusing on the problem without reading anything or listening to anybody talk, just focusing and thinking on that problem will be enough to help you work it out. I remember going to a 6-day seminar in the city. From where I live, it's about an hour into the city. Easiest way for me to do that was on a bus. And I used to think, great, that's an hour each way for 6 days. It's 12 hours where I can listen to a whole audiobook during that time. But after hearing something at the seminar, I decided, actually, I'm going to just think for the 6 days. I'm going to sit on the bus and I'm going to think. I'm not going to listen to anything. I'm not going to read anything. I'm just going to think. And it's amazing when you sit with a problem long enough and you just think. It's amazing how often you get a deeper understanding of the problem and then the solution just pops into your head. So sometimes just a walk alone gets you out of your office or out of your workspace and clears your head and allows you to come back and tackle the problem with fresh energy. Sometimes just thinking, just sitting on a park bench, sitting outside, lying down even, just think about the problem, that can help. I like to do both together, a walk and a think. I have a 1-hour route that I go on. I don't have to think about where I'm going. All my brain energy is focused on solving that problem. So that's the second strategy that I employ when I'm stuck in my research, the walk and think. The third one is what I call helping someone else. Now, this is a little bit out there for some of you. This might be a new strategy that you haven't thought of and you might think, well, how is this going to help me? I'm going to quote 2 sources that I've had this from. I can guarantee you this works. Okay, everything that I have deliberately said, I need to solve this problem, I'm going to employ this specific strategy, I have been able to overcome after helping someone else. The first place that I saw this was an Armenian philosopher called Gurdjieff. His quote, "If you help others, you will be helped. Perhaps tomorrow, perhaps in 100 years, but you will be helped. Nature must pay off the debt. It is a mathematical law, and all life is mathematics." Now, if you're new to all of this stuff, that's a pretty big statement. If you've been studying the work of WD Gann for a little while, you start to see that Gann knew what he was talking about, and the things that he says are possible are actually possible. So you have to think, well, how much of this do I believe? How far do I want to take this? All I can share with you is my experience. When I have sat down and deliberately done this, I've thought, gee, I need some help with this. Who can I help? Now, that doesn't have to be bringing a stranger in off the street and letting them live rent-free in your house for the rest of their lives. It can be as simple as helping an elderly person with a technical problem, something that's really easy for you but really hard for them. Help them out. If you're in the shops, I'm a tall person. If I see someone who can't reach something that's high up on a shelf, I'll say, oh, can I help you with that? Can I get that for you? Just find a way to help, and you tend to get help in return. Think about this YouTube channel. What am I doing? What's my intention with this YouTube channel? I'm here to help. I'm here to help people who are on the Gann journey just as I am. We're all on this same journey together. We're just at different stages of the journey. This channel, the idea for this channel was, how can I help people with this work? And perhaps, maybe a little bit selfishly, but perhaps get a little bit of help back in return. And boy, have I been helped in terms of knowledge and understanding and breaking through some research problems over this last 6 weeks since the channel has been up. So I'm excited to see what else comes into play over the coming weeks and months with this channel. Now, you don't have to go out and start a YouTube channel, but just think, how can I help someone else? Now, somebody else said something a little bit like this that I was a lot more familiar with. It's actually in the Bible. Jesus said, depending on the version of the Bible that you're reading, the basic premise, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Now, that is from Matthew chapter 7, verse 12, or Luke chapter 6, verse 31. Obviously, Gann quoted the Bible a lot. It was his favorite book. But do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Now, we often think, oh, okay, I'll do that because I'm told to, or I'll do that because it's a nice thing to do. It never occurred to me growing up that, hey, if I do unto others this way, maybe there's something in it for me as well. Other than eternal salvation. So there you go. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you, or in simple terms, help someone else. So whenever I'm stuck, those are the three things that I will throw at any problem. I'll 10x it. I will work harder. I will increase my targets. I'll try and motivate myself to overcome that problem. I'll also walk and think about the problem, or perhaps go for a drive and think about the problem. But I like walking. I think that's better. Get some movement happening. Walk and think about the problem, or I will help someone else as well. And hey, there's no reason that you can't do all three of those at the same time. If you really, really, really want to solve that problem, try all three of them. Okay, that's all for this video. Wishing you all the best with whichever research problem you're working on at the moment. Feel free to type that problem into the comments below this video, and you never know, you might just receive some help. All the best with your trading. Have a great week. Bye for now.